Hi, Don here, German 3D printer nerd. Well, in my last video, I was talking about the Wanhao D9 that I did updates on it, and yeah, as you can see, it's printing. But yeah, still have to do a little bit of fine tuning because the first layer seems to be coming down a little bit too close to the bed. Although there's an ABL. I'm not sure. Might have to check that out. But anyway, first thing I did yesterday, in the Wanhao D9 group, there is a guy there that designed for the belt new belt holder for the Y carriage. That's this one here. As you can see, it'll be mounted like that, and then got this part right here that now if I can move my hands correctly, as you can see, that would be the widest part, and then you can tighten the belt up because it has two screws, one on the left and one on the right, that you can turn, tighten the belt up. Yeah. Right now I'm just waiting for a couple of M5 screws because I don't have any M5. But that should be, I ordered a couple through eBay, so that'll be there in a couple of days. Then I can replace this mount that's right there with this one and tighten the belt up a little bit because the belt is not really tight. I mean, it's tight, but not correct. Anyway, but the main thing that I wanted to talk about today is, you know, in my live videos, maybe you might have seen that, where I showed you with the owl filament that I printed these three parts. That's for the motor. You know, that's okay, this one has the mounts on the left and on the right. That comes in front. Let me take a look at this picture again. Yeah, that comes in the front, and then you have one of these on the left and on the right hand side in the back. And I got a new delivery from Owl Filament, so I started yesterday printing with the dark gray. It's a metallic. Not supposed to be metallic, but I don't really see anything metallic in it. Yeah. This is part H1. Right now it's printing H2, 3, and 4. This is all from the so-called Ausmerzer Battle Ship from Sergio, from Malik's design. I'll put a link down in the description so that you can go over to his webpage and take a look, because that guy is really, I mean, he's got some terrific models there, and he designs every one himself, you know. But yeah, this is this silver gray, and you can see my Wanhao D9 is printing really nice. This is a 0.2 layer height, so if there's any lines on it, I'm not worried about that at all, because this model will probably be painted too. But anyway, that's part H1, the furthest part back, and then there's a part that'll be coming on here, and then a part that'll be coming on the other side, and this all how was that? Oh yeah, like this. Yeah, part that comes here, part that comes there. and then this all gets shoved into another part, and then from there it gets shoved into another part. Oh god. But yeah, these three parts, S3D told me it's going to take 9 hours to print. So we can imagine this is going to be something that I'm going to be working on for the next couple of weeks, I think, I would say. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I managed to rearrange my desk system here. Got a couple of parts, and then I was able to expand my desk out so that I don't only have a 1.20 meter over here on the left hand side, and then the corner piece, and before the small piece was sitting here, and that was not enough room to work on. So I got another 120 extension bar underneath it, expanded that, and then just added the small table onto this part. And then my glass table that I had standing there, that's in the bedroom right now. But that's something I'm going to keep because who knows, when I finally find a new apartment, maybe I'm going to have enough room to where I can really set up everything, and then finally have enough room to work. And then I'll use that glass table for painting. And talking about painting, yeah, I've still got a lot to do in painting, but that's something that'll come up one after another. I mean, right now, you know, you all that know me, I've got a donation request running on Facebook. Thank God. I've had some help there, I must say. God bless those who have helped me. But, yeah. In the Facebook market, there's a guy there. He lives about 2 hours away. He got one of these 3-wheeled electro scooters. That I want to get in silver. I wanted to get it in red, but that doesn't make any difference. But 25 kilometers fast, and instead of 1,800, I'm going to get it from him for 1,200 instead of 1,100, because he's going to add a couple more things to it, to the package, and then 100 for the delivery for gas, and he's going to bring it to me. And yeah, then all I have to do is just go to the bank, because you can get the small license plate at the main bank. That's going to cost somewhere around, I don't know, 70, 80, 90 euros. And then that's license plate that you would put on a small motorcycle or moped, as we would call it, where you're not driving faster than I think it's 45 miles an hour or something, 45 kilometers per hour or something like that, you know. But you don't have to pay any tax for it. You don't have to pay any extra insurance for it, because with that license plate you have 1 year insurance on it for your vehicle that you're driving. Yeah, anyway, I mean, it's still a lot of money that I'm going to be saving. And that one, even though it already has a couple of kilometers driven on it, the reason why he's selling it is because I don't know, as I understood, he has problems trying to drive it. I think what he needs is a four-wheeler instead of a three-wheeler. I don't know. Or maybe that thing was just too fast for him. Who knows? But anyway, I'll be saving a lot of money, you know, if I can get that. He's got it reserved for me until the month's end. And my Facebook donation is at 638 euros right now. Another one of the great friends that I have there donated 18 euros last night. I woke up this morning, instead of 620, it was set at 638. But yeah, and I noticed in Discord, 3D Demon, yeah, it's absolutely correct what she wrote there. Facebook friends are not the same as real friends. We can't feel any empathy in virtual world. Yeah, that's true. But thank God I do have a couple of good Facebook friends that have been helping me out. But what I need to do, I need to get that Facebook donation running up to 1,100. And then with the money that I've received through PayPal, I'll have enough so that I can pay the extra costs and everything. And then the other electro scooter that I have that needs repair on it, well, looks like I might be able to get a couple of euros for it. I don't know. I have to see if I can get in contact with that one lady that was asking me about my electro scooter last year. She needs one for her aunt, I think it is. I'll find out. Just have to get in contact with her. But yeah, anyway, right now, thank God, Wanhao, it's printing really nice. Temperatures are back down to where they're supposed to be. Before I did all the updates, you know, I was setting temperatures like 225, 230, 240 degrees on the display so that I could get a normal PLA coming out. Yeah, yesterday when I printed this part, this is normal black PLA, 210. Okay, 210, that sounds like a little bit too much too, but yeah. One thing we have to think about, this Wanhao D9 here has a all-metal hot end on it. And by all-metal hot ends, it's normal that you have to do about 5 or 10 degrees more compared to the other nozzles that have a PFT tube running through the heat break, going down into the nozzle. And the filament will only start melting at the nozzle point, or I don't know. Yeah, and yeah. If you have the Wanhao D9 and you have not done the updates on it, I highly suggest you do the updates, because I was really amazed afterwards. I have correct temperature settings on it. That means when I set the temperature in S3D and say print, I know my filament's going to be coming out. Right now I'm printing this filament because of this so-called metallic effect. I'm printing that with 217, and that is coming out really nice. I mean, I printed this part yesterday evening with 217. This was a 2.5 hour print, and that came out beautiful. Supports came out really nice. So it looks like I've got a good setting on the S3D right now. And oh, one thing I want to say is the ABL system that is working on it right now. That is before you did the updates and you said, or you did your manual bed leveling first and then you did automatic bed leveling. Yeah. It didn't make any difference which one. It'd go to the front left corner, and then with manual it'd only go to all 4 corners. Yeah. To check the middle, well, you have to deactivate the motors, and then you have to move everything over there in the middle, and then check it with a piece of paper. Yeah. With the automatic bed leveling, it did 4 points and 4 rows on the bed. And then on the display, you would only see 4 points with 3 rows on the display, and you were thinking, you know, completely messed up that whole thing. And I think Wanhao found that out really quick, because with the first update, ABL mesh bed leveling, everything included into it. And then you don't have any manual bed leveling anymore. You only have automatic bed leveling. And when you say bed level, first thing on the display it tells you, yeah, get a piece of paper ready. And then you push next. The nozzle comes up to the front left corner, goes down, comes up, and then goes to the middle of the bed, and goes down and checks, and then stays there. And then in the display now, you also have a 0.1 and a 1 millimeter where you can push and then Z up and down to readjust the Z. I only had to hardly adjust it with the Z, although I did move it up and down a little bit just to make sure that it was correct. And then when you got that done, you say next, and then that nozzle comes to the front left corner, sack, 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 sack. 8 points on 1 row, and it does 8 rows on the bed by the 300 by 300. Now, I'm not sure how that is with the 400 system or with the 500 system. Who knows? Maybe it's going to take longer, but it did take a minute or two before the automatic bed leveling was done. And now when I print, yeah, like I said, I've got to do some fine-tuning on that, because when it does a skirt, which I always do on the parts at the beginning just to see how it's running, the skirt was really flat on blue tape, which means I had to lower the bed manually on all 4 corners a little bit until I started noticing that the skirt was being correct. And then every time, like today when I started this print, well, I had to lower the bed a little bit more. So that means I'm going to have to do some fine-tuning with the ABL. I might have to lower the ABL a little bit so that the nozzle comes up a tiny bit by this whole thing. But yeah, that's something I'm going to have to check out. But anyway, yeah, prints are coming out really nice. These are 3 smaller parts that are being printed, 9 hours, and then the next 3 parts are huge. I'll probably be printing them 1 at a time, or maybe 2 at a time, I don't know. Somehow. Or maybe I take all 3 of them, and if it says it's going to take 20 hours to print, then I'll let that thing run this evening until tomorrow morning, let it run overnight. Then I won't have to worry about those being done. Yeah. But yeah, and then with the filament that I got, from 3D Prima, I will be trying this coming week to do a couple of other prints, let's say. Unfortunately, the nozzle that they sent me, I can't use that one. That one is for M9 with PFT tube in it, and I don't have that print yet on there. I already sent him a message. Unfortunately, he doesn't have one as I need. Otherwise, he would have sent one to me. But anyway, I mean, this is going to be fun, testing out all these filaments. Carbon, PC, PETG, ABS. Well, ABS I'm not going to test because I don't print anything with ABS. I don't have an enclosure for the bed, so that's not going to be worth doing at all. And then some glow in the dark here, and then a little bit of metal. I know this is 100 grams, but yeah, this sample, it should have been 200 grams. Then I would have been sure that I'd have enough filament to print out my 2 examples that I have. Don't ask me why I print these out. As I said before, I refuse to print a Benchy. I don't want to print a Benchy. Yeah, but one thing's for sure, when I get to this one here, yeah. When I get to this one, I'm going to print a base for it with this rainbow filament, because in order to get more colors you have to print something large. Okay, so I'm going to print something large, like a large base or something like that. But anyway, just to let you all know what's going to be happening in the next week or two, until I get to a point where I can say the Ausmerzer is done. But I'm just wondering, why did Sergio use a German word for this spaceship? And I'm still wondering from where this spaceship comes. I haven't found any enemy video or something like that where this battleship is included in, but it seems like it's something from enemy, because that thing has, I mean, that it's a battleship, that's one thing that's for sure, because that thing has something like big guns, middle guns, small guns, and for example, top guns, small ones, you need to print 22 of them, and for the bottom you have to print something like I think it was 13 of one type, and then 4 of another, and then a couple of another. Oh man, that's really going to be interesting. But with that PETG clear that I have, I hope that it really comes out clear, because I have from W1 to W15 on the left and W15 on the right, small windows that I have to print out, and then I have to find out how I'm going to do that with the LEDs, because you can apply a LED for each window, different colors of course, but I'm not sure how that's going to be done. I think I might have to contact Sergio and ask him if he did that, and if he did, if he can send me a couple of pictures from that, showing me how he did that, or a video or something, so that I got an idea on how to do that. Oh yeah. But anyway, as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell so that you'll be notified when the next video comes out. Down below there's a link also for Facebook where you can see the donation. It is open to the public so that everybody can take a look. There's also a PayPal link there if you don't have a credit card, or if you're not in Facebook directly, you know. I mean, let me just say every $5 or $10, that would help. But anyway, until the next time, everybody take care now. Happy printing and have a nice day. Bye.